Hello, and welcome to my Hospitality Leadership Service Learning Project presentation. I worked with Judy Starr, Director of Development at Neighbor Impact, supporting their largest fundraising event of the year, Empty Bowls. Through this presentation, we'll take a look at Neighbor Impact and its services, the needs in Central Oregon, my project, its results, and the insights that the project has given me. Neighbor Impact is the largest nonprofit organization in Central Oregon. While Deschutes County is actually slightly below the state average in poverty at 15% to Oregon's 16% overall, Central Oregon has a wide economic disparity, with portions having over 36% poverty rates. These areas have higher populations of people of color and lower education rates than other areas of Central Oregon. The median individual income in Central Oregon is actually about $52,000 a year, but these areas have a median of about $11,000 per year. And Neighbor Impact's identified needs are in housing, education, and food. The services they provide include housing assistance, down payment assistance, home energy and weatherization, foreclosure prevention, Head Start, preschool and after-school programs, child care assistance, adult and continuing education skills courses, and a Central Oregon food bank. In 2017, Neighbor Impact provided assistance for over $13 million worth of home purchases and improvements, and the Central Oregon Food Bank distributed 3.9 million meals to over 20,000 people per month. The Empty Bowls project is Neighbor Impact's largest fundraising event, directly supporting the Central Oregon Food Bank. 2017 was the largest event since its beginning 17 years ago, with over 1,000 attendees raising about $50,000. Attendees purchased a locally handcrafted bowl and are then treated to a soup buffet dinner. 10 local potters created over 100 bowls apiece to facilitate the event. To thank them for their support and to request their assistance for the 2018 Empty Bowls, Judy and I planned a thank you dinner for the potters. We chose to meet at the event facility Neighbor Impact operates on their campus and will serve donated pizza and purchased beer, wine, and cider at the event. I coordinated with the potters and other attendees, contracted a sponsor for the food, and created invitations for the event. The photo of last year's bowls is seen at the left. For 2018, Neighbor Impact has set a goal to add another 2 potters to accommodate 1,200 guests and raise an additional $10,000 for the food bank. To do that, we need sponsors, and we need them now, even though the event itself isn't until October. So I consolidated multiple handwritten and digital lists into one past and potential sponsor database, then edited, compiled, and mailed 75 sponsorship proposals for the Empty Bowls project. So far, we've had all of our previous potters agree to make bowls for this year and have met with 3 other interested potters to fill in the gaps. We've also already had a great response from over half of our sponsorship proposals. Those that have already pledged have given approximately $8,000 so far. And I had a wonderful experience learning about the ins and outs of nonprofit management at Neighbor Impact. I didn't really realize before the similarities between the for-profit work that I do and Judy's nonprofit work. We each have to practice empathy for our clients and colleagues, manage finances and budgets, and meet all our goals, and manage projects that advance our organization's goals. I also got to meet many wonderful people who've been impacted in the community by the food bank. I typically work with a very well-to-do clientele, most from out of town or out of state, and I spend my free time with people in the service industry. So I was able to regain some perspective about myself and my community through this project. I've also had a wonderful mentor at my work in community service and business management, the general manager of my resort, Tom O'Shea. He actually supports the communities where we work and live by serving on the board of directors for St. Charles Health Services, who run our local hospitals. And through his work, the resort actually has been able to help build a community health center in La Pine, a very underserved town where many of our associates live. And while it's nice to think of ourselves as selfless, it's not always true. But a well-supported community will always be a better community in which to find workers and customers. Therefore, it's always in our business's best interest to support the communities that we work and live in. Thank you so much for watching my presentation. I hope you have a good day. Go Cougs!